So what I wanted to talk about anyway was passwords. Yeah, passwords. You know, passwords that you use to log into computer systems, websites, stuff, right? What is it? Yeah, so passwords, right? You get told that your passwords need to be extra strong passwords, right? And you need to you need to make sure that your passwords are strong so that they can't be cracked very easily. And here on my screen is a little diagram of just how easy it is to crack certain passwords. So if I just open this up a little bit for you, I'll just cover me. Whoop. I'll cover me for now. Oh, well, just move that out of the way. There I am. Okay, so yeah, you can see that for any passwords up to 11 characters, if they're just numbers only, which they wouldn't be, would they? Because that would be stupid. If they're numbers only, they can be cracked instantly. If they are lowercase letters under 8 characters, they can be cracked instantly, and so on and so on and so on. It would take, for a 12 character password, it would take 200 and something years to crack something that was a strong password, numbers, uppercase and lowercase letters and so on. So that's a reasonable good bet to use as a password. Upper and lowercase letters, numbers and exclamation marks and asterisks and all that kind of stuff. You know, special characters. Because it would take that long. It would take that long to get it done. So, yeah, I suppose the optimal password you can have is anything over 18 characters long. An 18 character password, a strong password, would take 26 trillion years to crack. Now you can do that. You can set up 18 character passwords in some password managers, which we'll talk about in a minute. And this Force Your Password in 2023 will be updated this year by Hive Systems. Hive is they're a great company, great value, because they produce this information every year on how long it would take to crack certain passwords of certain complexities. And it's good value because you can get that for free and spread it around and tell as many people as possible that strong passwords are really important, but they need to be long passwords as well, long and strong. So let's just get rid of that for a second. Off there, bring me back. Thank you. And yeah, passwords. So you might be thinking, well, how do I use a very long, strong password and not have to write it down or remember it? Because a complex password, 18 characters long or even 12 characters long, is really hard to remember, right? So the answer is to use a password manager. Now the password manager I use is called Bitwarden, and it's pretty good. I've been using it for 4 or 5 years, and it does everything that I want it to do. It'll do autofill. It's very strongly encrypted. I'm not aware of any problems that have been with Bitwarden, although there might have been. I'm just not aware of them. In terms of data breaches or password breaches and stuff like that, or the software just going awry, I haven't heard of anything like that. But that's not to say it hasn't happened. Bitwarden is great because it's very good at managing your passwords. It's called a password manager. Yeah, so it's a password manager, and you can set up vaults inside of it, and you can organize those vaults for all kinds of different passwords and different pins and stuff like that. And yeah, so when you set up an item in Bitwarden, you tell it what kind of item it is. It can be a login, or it can be a secure note, or a credit card, or something like that. If it's a login, you just give it your username, and you can use the password generator in there to automatically generate the password. Now you don't even have to see the password ever. ever from creating it in the first place, because you can use the password generator, to using the password. You can autofill or copy and paste the blanked out password into your application or your website or whatever it happens to be, and you never need to see it. And when it comes to changing the password, you never need to see it. So you never have to write down or remember another long password again, which is the great virtue of password managers. The other thing to say about passwords is, and why you need a password manager, is that you should have a separate password for every single account that you have on the internet. Now, if you think about how many accounts you've got, banking passwords, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all your social media websites, you should all be using different passwords in every single one of them. Because, and the reason for that is that if your password gets compromised on one of those things and you've used the same password everywhere, then all of those other places are compromised automatically as well. Now you might be thinking, well, that's all right because I've got two-factor authentication on there, or I've got multi-factor authentication on there. That's going to protect me. Well, I've got news for you. Multi-factor authentication is not impregnable. It's not a panacea. It's not totally unhackable. So I wouldn't put too much store in the security of your passwords protected by MFA for if it comes under attack by a motivated hacker, shall we say. So for most people, it's not going to be a problem, but for some people it is, especially for businesses, especially for small businesses, because they will come under attack by hackers trying to get access to your systems to plant things like ransomware and all that kind of stuff. So that's all I want to say about passwords for today. This is just a test, by the way. This is a test live stream because I'm going to go up and do this, and I'm going to record it, and it's going to be great. And we're going to do all kinds of lovely things. I wanted to put a background on this, but I don't know why it hasn't let me do that. I don't know how you do a background on this thing. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll find out for next time. We can have our infrazen background on there. So that's brilliant. Thanks very much for listening, and because you're not there, and that's whatever. Bye.